Of the 81 ministers President Museveni has appointed to serve in the cabinet, the numbers are nearly balanced in terms of gender. The difference between the males and the females appointed to the cabinet is by 1, as the number of men stands at 41 and 40 for the women. However, the gender disparity exists when it comes to those appointed as senior cabinet ministers. The number of female senior ministers is 11, which is half that of the males, which stands at 21. It is worth noting that the appointment of ministers in general fulfills the national objective number 6 on gender balance. The state is directed under the objective to ensure gender balance and fairness of the marginalized groups across constitutional and other governmental bodies.
I am looking forward to starting the work, and most especially the role I've been given. It's quite a big thing, but I think I'm also bigger. I hope to work closely with the CDF and also to defend my country.
Ministerial appointments also reflect how the national cake is shared between the diverse groups. Uganda is divided into 4 regions: the Central, Northern, Western and Eastern. Regionally, the ministerial appointments reflect a near balance, despite Ankole having the highest number, standing at 25. It is followed by the Central region with 20 appointed ministers, the Northern 19, and the Eastern region has the lowest number, standing at 17. If the regions are further subdivided, with the exceptions of Buganda, which is composed of a mixture of tribes, Ankole and Kigezi lead with the highest number of appointed ministers, each having 7, followed by Acholi with 6, Bunyoro and Teso with 5 each, Lango 4, and Karamoja, Bugisu, Bukedi, Toro and Rwenzori have 3 each. Sebei has a single appointed minister, the least of all the sub-regions. Interesting to note in the cabinet list is that for the first time, the Ministry of Karamoja Affairs, which is under the office of the Prime Minister, has had the natives appointed to serve in the docket in the capacity of senior and junior ministers. From the time the ministry was formed, it was represented by non-natives, starting with Janet Museveni and Barbara Nekeso Oundo as the state minister, then came John Byabagambi. Later, Mary Goreti Kitutu was appointed to the docket alongside Agnes Nandutu before a mini cabinet reshuffle following the diverted Iron Sheet saga. Peter Lokeris and Florence Nambozo replaced the duo. Now, the president has appointed the Mathaniko County MP John Baptist Loki as the cabinet minister for Karamoja Affairs, who will be deputized by Esther Nyakunda Vinia, the Nakapiripirit woman member of parliament. Museveni is a person who tends not to forget the children of his comrades or those who contributed to his liberation struggle directly or indirectly. Some of these comrades have either since passed on or have since become too frail to take on the ministerial appointments. Subsequently, relatives of the ex-ministers, among them children or siblings, have been appointed to take up the responsibilities. The next cabinet has several such individuals in the list, who among them are Charles Musherure Kutesa, a daughter of Museveni's longtime minister, Sam Kutesa. Kutesa is also Museveni's in-law. The chief of the defense forces and Museveni's son, General Mhozi Kainerugaba, married Kutesa's daughter, Charlotte Nankunda Kutesa. Until recently, General Moses Ali has served in Museveni's cabinet, with his last held position being that of the second deputy prime minister. However, Museveni appears to have decided to drop him given his ill health. Several had questioned the sort of agreement the East Moyo MP, General Moses Ali, had entered with Museveni to leave him almost a perpetual minister. Ali, a former warlord behind the Uganda National Rescue Front, had his forces integrated into Museveni's National Resistance Army. As Ali exits the ministerial position, Museveni has appointed his son, Siraj Musa Ali, as the State Minister for Works and Transport. Others in the list are Dr. Charles Ayume, a son of the former Minister and Speaker of Parliament, Francis Ayume. Charles Ayume has been appointed the State Minister for Primary Health.
So help me God. Kobokoye.
Justin Namere, a daughter of the former Minister for Defense, Vincent Sempija, has been appointed the State Minister for Local Government. And Jacqueline Mbabazi, a spouse of the former Prime Minister, John Patrick Amama Mbabazi, has been appointed the Minister for Elderly Affairs.
Older persons are very, very important in this country because we are the ones who have brought this country this far. So we should be enjoying the fruits of our labor. We should have our dignity returned.
Lydia Wanyoto Mutende, who has been appointed the State Minister for Public Service, was a wife of the late James Mutende, former State Minister for Industry. The cabinet, which also has several of the Bush war comrades who have bounced back, will now await vetting by Parliament before their final approval by the President.
Our sports coach